So my name here is Mr. Professor Feinstein, and I'm about to tell you puppets can save the world. But let's just start off. Muppets are not puppets. All right? Okay, this was a popular show, granted, and I'm sure it influenced a lot of kids that are now adults out there and inspired that amazing hit show, Avenue Q. But we are not puppets. Okay, now, here's a shot of a puppet leading an exercise class at your local library. And let me tell you, if you want to get kids moving, bring a puppet. Trust me, it works. If you want kids to listen, bring a puppet. You want them to pick up their toys, bring a puppet. Here we have Silbo being enticed by a very rambunctious puppeteer, seems to be nibbling on the fingers of a local puppeteer as well. So Silbo was fashioned after a 60-year-old hobbit, and yeah, there he is now, influencing the old, the young, and the old. And this lovely lady did tell me that she had in her basement a lovely stash of her own puppets. So think about it. Think about it. You want to stay young? Play with puppets. Yes, yes. They keep you young. I kid you not. Oh, here we are. Silbo. He loves to make his way into the public's eye. Here he's outshining the mayor at the time. Yep, have to say. Politicians, anyone out there works for the city? Again, bring a puppet. They will carry the show. Now here we have Maggie Rose, the original Maggie Rose, Métis Elder. She's a wonderful storyteller. She will tell you all about what it used to be like in the prairies with the buffalo, long when they roamed before they got slaughtered. So, with their dog Poochen. Yes. Now Maggie Rose loves to use what's called shadow puppetry. Very simple form of puppetry, and also very, very effective to bring out the imagination. That is a key word here tonight, imagination. This is a lovely story about a rider who rides across the prairies. Now here's Maggie Rose with the future puppeteer who was very excited. Maggie Rose the puppet, it's important that people play with the puppets and that the children get to pick them up because they become the voice of the puppet and the story, and then their own story comes bubbling up into the voice of the puppet. Now, here we have the man on the moon. How many of you would have liked to chat with the man on the moon? Yes, well, you can have your opportunity with this young, fine, well, maybe not young, but fine moon gentleman. And along with the gentleman, well, we've always thought was the man on the moon. Well, what about the lady on the moon? Totally makes sense, does it not? You have tides, the moon affects the tides, and the moon also affects ladies. Moon time, think about it. Yes, well, anyway, I don't want to get into it. So think about lady on the moon, moon time, and this is a man who got in the way of lady on the moon. Yes. You see, puppets are a rendition, or actually a representation, of humankind, or any form for that matter. So, this is quite a likeness to somebody who, well, probably wasn't feeling well. Now here's another lovely rendition of man's greed and corruption. Quite a likeness, I do say. And this is a carved wood piece made by an amazing puppet company in Calgary that led the workshop where I was created. It was awesome. But I digress. Now here you have a local politician, maybe the local neighbor, maybe the local guy who comes to every single council meeting and can't stop talking. Yeah, him. Well, he's a representation of that. He can talk and never shut up. But puppets are about love. And here we have a lovely tender moment of a mother talking to her daughter, a mother who has seen many moons go by and is sharing her wisdom with the daughter who maybe is starting her own life and her own family. The secrets are endless. And the imagination that you have in your brain tells those stories. But puppets also come in many sizes. Take, for example, this is Wilbur, a 10-foot puppet that was created in one day by many hands on the street of Maine during Car Free Day. And as you can see, he's about to be hoisted for the first time. There he goes, being hoisted, made out of this amazing unrecyclable material called Tyvek. There he is. Takes 10, I digress. 5 people and 1 dog to manipulate Wilbur and walk down the streets along Maine. And when a puppet walks, especially a 10-foot puppet walks, people pay attention, I tell you. So there they go, and these kids were very... Puppets are also about community. Here's Shayla leaving her perspective of what a caring neighborhood. So what is she doing? She's drawing a picture. And when a puppet leaves its representation on a page, let me tell you, people watch. They listen. They watch and listen and read. Well, actually, Shayla's not ready. Okay, moving on to, this is a very hit Broadway show, Warhorse. If you haven't seen it, Google Warhorse. Go to the TEDx, watch. This is a 3-person puppet, believe it or not, that actually carries riders and was manipulated by Handspring Puppets, South African company. But puppets don't have to be grand in that size. Puppets can be as simple as a spoon in your own kitchen. I tell all of you to go home, pick up a spoon, put eyes on it, start talking to your children. Trust me, it works. People listen. You'll be surprised at the conversations you have. But here's the thing, puppets can't do it on their own. We need help. Can puppets save the world? Absolutely. But we need the help of the audience. Puppets cannot live on their own. We need to live in your imagination. So even though we're ready and raring, we need you to pick us up and continue the imagination flow. Thank you.